Hello, my friends. All right, it's Eric Lee here with Equity Real Estate and Elite Agent Training. And I've gotten some requests because of this market to go over the closing costs addendum. For a couple of years, we really haven't used this. You haven't been able to negotiate for the seller to pay your closing costs, and now we have a chance to. So let's look at this addendum. Here's what we don't want to do. Okay, this addendum is very, very simple. What you do not ever want to do is just handwrite in there seller to pay $5,000 in buyer's closing costs. Okay. And here's why you don't want to do it. Let's jump in and read this language. Okay. Seller's contribution to closing costs. Seller agrees to contribute at settlement the amount of, let's say, $5,000. Okay. To be applied at buyer's discretion toward any or all of the following: a permanent reduction or temporary reduction in the mortgage loan interest rate. So you could use this to buy down the interest rate. Mortgage financing costs, that would be the closing costs or costs of financing loan or other closing costs, or prepaids and escrows. So you could use this to prepay and buy a home warranty. You could extend the home warranty a little bit. Okay. You can use it to, pay your escrows and taxes. Any unused portion of the seller's contribution may, at the buyer's option, be used to even reduce the purchase price. So if I had not done this form and I had just typed in here, seller to pay $5,000 of buyer's closing costs, and left it at that because I had ignored this form or didn't know this form existed. If I had done this instead and I get to closing, and let's say that my closing costs weren't $5,000, they were only $4,000. Now my buyer's coming to me saying, well, they said they would pay $5,000, so I want to use this extra $1,000 for this. You can't. You said right here, seller to only pay $5,000 towards your closing costs. And the other agent could even say, look, your closing costs were only $3,000. $1,000 of this is technically prepaids and escrows. We never agreed to pay prepaids and escrows. We only agreed to pay your closing costs. So again, when you just write this in, you severely limit your buyer. Okay, so don't do this. Use the correct approved form that we have. Don't write in that language. Sorry, I've got to click on it and delete it from here. Do not write in that other language. Make sure that you're using this language because there are many, many instances, in fact, most instances, where this $5,000 is not just going towards closing costs. It is going towards mortgage finance costs, closing costs, and prepaids and escrows. And if there's a little bit left over, why not use it to reduce the purchase price a little bit? Okay, so make sure that you're using this closing cost addendum if you're in a position where you're going to negotiate a reduction in closing costs for your buyer. Thank you.